Hello and welcome to Solve for the solution to my version of the very ancient 4-4 problem. So I'm going to turn my camera around and show you all those solutions and comment them. So the first one is actually very easy, as you can see. It's 4 minus 4 plus 4 minus 4. That makes, of course, 0. Next one. Next one is, of course, 4 divided by 4, which makes 1. Plus 4 minus 4, which is 0, so altogether it makes 1. Next one is 4 divided by 4, which makes 1, plus, of course, 4 divided by 4, which makes also 1. That makes 2, of course. 3 is not difficult either. You have 4 plus 4 plus 4, which makes 12, divided by 4. So here's my version for 4. You take 4 minus 4, which makes 0, you divide by 4, which makes still 0, and then you add up 4. Here's one of the possibilities for 5. 4 times 4, which makes 16, plus 4, which makes 20, divided by 4. For 6, we have, of course, 4 plus 4, which makes 8, divided by 4, which makes 2, plus 4. 7 is also an easy one. You have 4 plus 4, which makes 8, minus this 4 divided by 4, which is 1, so that makes 7, of course. 8 is not very difficult. 4 plus 4 plus 4 minus 4. 9 is not difficult either, and you can even notice the similarities between 7 and 9. I did struggle a lot to find 10 before reaching this very simple solution. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 makes 12, and the square root of 4 is 2, so 12 minus 2 makes 10. And now one of the hardest ones, 11. So here's my solution. I'm sure there are some others around, but that's the one I like. So you have factorial 4, which is 24, plus factorial 4, which is 24, altogether makes 48, minus 4, which makes 44, and finally you divide by 4 to get 11. Here's my version for 12. There are many solutions, but that's the one I prefer. But doesn't mean that yours, if it's different, is bad. It's just a question of taste. So it's 4 plus 4 plus the square root of 4 by 4, which is 4, so that makes, of course, 12. 13 is also difficult, but actually it's very similar to 11. So if you have 11, you have 13, as just change the minus with a plus, and you get the same as 11. You get 13. It's time for 14. 14 is not difficult as long as you remember 10. Here it is. Yes, as you can see, you just have to change a minus for a plus. And that's it. 15 is a very easy one. It's 4 times 4, which makes 16, minus 4 divided by 4, which makes 1. So 16 minus 1 is 15, of course. Time for 16. 16 is actually the easiest one, but sometimes we lose track of it because we are entangled on all those operations and we lose the simplicity of this one. Now it's time for 17. Here it is. Nothing very difficult once you remember. 15. 18 is a little bit more intricate. Here it is. So you have 4 times 4, which makes, of course, 16, plus 4, which makes 20, minus the square root of 4, which is 2, and it makes 18. There are many solutions for this one. Once again, it's the solution I prefer. Time for 19. 19. Hey, yes, we see again a factorial. Factorial 4, which is 24, minus 4, which makes 20, minus 4 divided by 4, which makes, of course, 1. So it's 20 minus 1, 19. Here's 20. 20 is factorial 4, which is 24, minus 4, plus 4, minus 4. And once you got 19, you got 21. 22 is not difficult. 4 times 4 plus 4 plus the square root of 4. That might remind you something like 18. Here's 23, one of the most difficult. So because it's difficult, I give you 2 solutions. There are many other ones. Here it is. 4 times factorial 4. Factorial 4 is 24. Multiplied by 4, it makes 96. Minus 4 makes 92, and 92 divided by 4, if I'm not mistaken, that makes 23. So here's the other version for 23. boom, here it is. So I have to explain this. Of course, now you're familiar with the factorial 4, which is 24. 4 minus 4 here is of course 0, and 4 to the power of 0 is of course 1. So that makes 24 minus 1. Next one is of course 24. 24, well, is the solution. Actually, it's very easy. It's 4 times 4, which makes 16, plus 4, plus 4. You could have also tried to use factorial 4 and nullify, change all those 3 other 4s into 0. There's possibilities to do that, but I think this solution is quite cool and easy. Finally, we get to 25, and 25, once you know 23, is actually very easy. You change all the minuses into pluses, and you have of course two solutions for 25, which are very closely related to 23. So that's it for the solution to my 4-4 problem version. The original version, the oldest one, wants to make all the numbers from 0 to 100. The rules are actually the same except one. You are allowed in the original problem to use two 4s and put them next to each other to make the number 44. I mean, you are allowed to use the 4s as digits, which I forbid you. So that's the difference between my version and the original version. Also, I have no idea if it's possible using my rules to go as far as 100. Maybe you can try it out. Anyway, see you next time for the next video. Bye bye.